The mystery of Mohave Jane Doe, identifying a 52-year-old cold case victim. Have you ever considered what it would be like to be completely forgotten, even after you've passed away? For Colleen Audrey Rice, this was her heartbreaking reality. After living unknowingly and dying alone, her body remained unidentified for over 50 years, a forgotten soul lost to the world. But how did this happen? How did Colleen's life lead to such a tragic end? And what kept her from being identified for so long? Join us on a journey into the unknown as we unravel the mystery of Colleen's life and death. It's a story filled with twists and turns, heartbreak and hope that will keep you on the edge of your seat until the very end. Welcome to AF Crime, the channel that brings you fascinating crimes all around the world. If you're interested in this kind of content, then this channel is for you. Make sure to like this video. Click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to keep you updated on our recent upload. Without any further ado, let's delve right into this video and uncover how a 52-year-old mystery was finally solved with the identification of Mohave Jane Doe. In 1971, 3 hunters made a gruesome discovery on Hackberry Road, a remote dirt road in Mohave County, Arizona. They stumbled upon the lifeless body of a woman who would come to be known as Mohave Jane Doe. She was discarded inside a white, loosely woven canvas sack that was tied with rope and left in a desolate area about 30 miles southeast of the town of Kingman. It's a haunting image, imagining her remains lying in that sack, exposed to the harsh desert elements. The fact that she was found by chance, with no identification and no one to claim her, only adds to the mystery surrounding her death. But there were some clues left behind, printed in green lettering on the side of the canvas sack. The words, "Deer Park, Ames Harris Neville Co." were visible. Along with her body, several items of clothing were also discovered, providing further insight into her life and circumstances. A long-sleeve multicolored blouse, a long-sleeve black cardigan sweater, burnt orange stretch pants, a pair of bobby socks, and black leather ankle boots were all found with her. Perhaps most strikingly, a set of brown leather driving gloves were also present, suggesting that she may have been a driver or spent a lot of time behind the wheel. As the forensic team worked on the case, they uncovered a grim story that shook the community. The victim was possibly in her late 30s or early 40s. She was of Caucasian descent, with curly dark brown hair that had hints of gray, and stood at a height of 5'4". She weighed between 125 and 140 pounds and had a long scar on her stomach, which was believed to be a cesarean scar. The bone indentation found on her ring finger suggests that she regularly wore a wedding ring. But now, there was no one to claim it. Her nails were neatly manicured, and she wasn't a smoker. She seemed to be a woman who took care of herself and valued her appearance, yet she was found in such a gruesome state that indicated she had met with a violent end. The cause of her death was determined to be strangulation, leading to a homicide ruling. The investigation began in earnest with investigators from the Mohave County Sheriff's Office poring over all possible leads. Her fingerprints were sent to the Federal Bureau of Investigation in Washington, D.C., but even this effort yielded no results. The cost of her dental work, which amounted to $2,100, included a $500 microband bridge, was featured in major dental magazines throughout the United States, hoping that a dentist might recognize the costly work. Still, the search for her identity continued. It was estimated that she was killed near the end of December 1970. Bow hunting season, and each of the 5,000 bow hunter applications were thoroughly checked. All the married hunters were asked to produce their wives for questioning, but no one came forward. The investigators checked missing persons reports from Arizona, Utah, Nevada, and California, but all efforts seemed futile. They even went as far as inquiring with local stores, motels, and hotels, but no one seemed to recognize her. The Mohave County Sheriff's Office eventually contacted the Museum of Northern Arizona and asked an artist to use the woman's skull to create a sketch of what she may have looked like in life. Hoping to spark someone's memory, the drawing, known as Mohave Jane Doe, was a hauntingly accurate depiction of the victim. The woman was only known as Mohave Jane Doe for over 40 decades until November 2021, when her case was entered into NamUs, the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System. After partnering with a private DNA laboratory, Othram, the Mohave County Sheriff's Office, was able to conduct advanced DNA testing and genetic genealogy research to determine the woman's identity. However, to cover the cost of the research, Othram had to set up a crowdfunding campaign. The goal was to raise $7,500 to cover the cost of the testing and research. The community responded quickly, and within 5 days they were able to raise the remaining $6,500, with the MCSO dedicating $1,000 with the funds raised, and the advanced DNA testing and genealogy research commenced. The case of Mohave Jane Doe remained a mystery for over 52 years until her identity was finally discovered in January 2023. After countless hours of investigation and the use of advanced DNA testing, Colleen Audrey Rice's name was finally announced. The identification of Colleen brought a series of closure to the case and allowed investigators to focus on bringing her killer to justice. Colleen was born on March 17, 1931 in Portsmouth, Ohio, to James Rice and Flossie Truitt. She attended Portsmouth High School and married William Davis in 1946. Unfortunately, little is known about her life after leaving Ohio, as she became estranged from her family. Investigators worked tirelessly to piece together her family tree and contacted distant relatives to finally identify Colleen. The Mohave County Sheriff's Office expressed their gratitude to the community for their support in making the identification possible. Despite the identification of Colleen, the investigation into her death is still ongoing. Authorities are appealing to the public for any information that may help bring her killer to justice. It is unknown how Colleen ended up in Arizona, or who may have been responsible for her death. The Mohave County Sheriff's Office continues to seek the public's assistance in providing any information they may have on the later years of Colleen's life. The discovery of Colleen's identity was a significant breakthrough in the case, and investigators now hope that it will lead to more information about her life and her death. It is a sad reminder of the many unknown victims who are still waiting for their identities to be discovered. The case of Mohave Jane Doe is just one example of the tireless work that goes into identifying these victims and bringing their killers to justice. As the investigation into Colleen's death continues, her family and loved ones finally have closure, knowing her name and that she has not been forgotten. The identification of Colleen is a testament to the dedication and hard work of investigators and the community's support in bringing justice to the victims of crime. The hope is that with continued efforts, more of these unknown victims will find their voice and their families will finally have answers. The case of Colleen Audrey Rice, is also known as Mohave Jane Doe, is a heartbreaking reminder of the importance of treating others with kindness and empathy. We never know what someone else might be going through, and a small act of kindness or respect could make a world of difference in someone's life. The case highlights the tragic consequences of neglecting or mistreating those around us, especially those who may be vulnerable or in need. As we continue to follow this case, it is essential to remember the importance of being kind and respectful to others, even if we don't know them. In a world full of terrible deeds and injustices, we must remain vigilant and compassionate towards everyone we encounter. It is our responsibility to create a kinder, more empathetic world where everyone feels seen and valued. In conclusion, the case of Colleen Audrey Rice serves as a tragic reminder of the consequences of neglecting or mistreating others. If you have any information that could help bring justice to Colleen and her family, please contact the Mohave County Sheriff's Office, SIU. Every little piece of information can make a difference in solving this case and bringing closure to Colleen's loved ones. Let us all strive to be kind and compassionate towards others and create a world where everyone feels safe and valued. AF Crime strives to bring you more such cases, so if you are interested, do subscribe to our channel, where we bring you multiple videos per week. And don't forget to click on the bell icon to receive notification whenever we publish a new video. Till the next case, and thanks for watching.